What if the revolutions of 1848 were successful? In our own timeline, almost all of Europe experienced some kind of revolution in the year of 1848. But almost all of them failed, with the exception being the French Revolution, which saw the creation of the Second French Republic, which was however overthrown just 4 years later by Louis Napoleon, who crowned himself as Napoleon III of the Second French Empire. But what if that didn't happen? What if the revolutions of 1848 were successful? In this timeline, all these revolutions are successful. The revolution in Germany sees the creation of the German Empire. Unlike the one in 1871, this one limits the power of the emperor, and is a democracy. It also controls Austria and Bohemia. Franz Joseph is the King of Bohemia and Archduke of Austria, and Frederick Wilhelm IV is the King of Prussia, King of Westphalia and Emperor of Germany. For the rest of the Austrian Empire, Hungary and Croatia become independent. Hungary is led by Joseph Karl as Joseph III and Croatia under Karl Ludwig as Carlo IV. In Italy, the Italian states unite as the Kingdom of Italy under Carlo Alberto I, who dies 1 year later. He is succeeded by Vittorio Emanuele II. They also control Lombardy, Venetia, as it was outside of the German Confederation. Poland becomes independent and contains Posen, Galicia and Lodomeria, and the Congress Poland. Ireland becomes independent and united, and Moldova and Wallachia unite into the Kingdom of Romania, but France still becomes an empire under Napoleon III. At this point, Europe is divided into two. The League of Monarchies under Great Britain, Russia, France, Spain, Portugal, the Ottoman Empire, Greece, Belgium and the Netherlands, and the Revolutionary Alliance under Germany, Italy, Hungary, Croatia, Romania, Poland and Sweden, Norway. Switzerland is the only neutral nation. The Crimean War likely doesn't happen, as nobody would have anything to gain, and the following years would be a time of peace, but also of high tension. In 1870 these tensions would boil over. Spain overthrew its queen, and Leopold, Prince of Hohenzollern, becomes a candidate for the throne. France, realizing it could be encircled, sends an ultimatum to Germany. They reject, and war starts. In Spain, a civil war starts between pro-Leopold and pro-Alfonso forces. Germany is quick to overrun Denmark, and invades the Benelux. French forces would see defeat after defeat, and soon later Napoleon III was captured in Sedan, and Paris was besieged. France would in the end surrender, and German forces invade Iberia. The pro-Leopold forces win, and Portugal is occupied. The revolutionaries would then force Russia and the Ottoman Empire to sue for peace with Greece, switching sides, and later the United Kingdom signs a white peace. In the Treaty of Frankfurt, France loses Corsica to Italy, Roussillon to Spain, and Alsace-Lorraine and its colonies, French Indochina, Senegal and Gabon, to Germany. France also loses Dunkirk to Belgium. The French Third Republic is declared. The Netherlands, Belgium and Denmark become German vassal states. In the Treaty of Barcelona, Portugal is annexed by Spain. The German East Indies get Portuguese Timor, while the United Kingdom takes Macau and Goa. Germany also takes Angola, Mozambique, and Guinea. Leopold becomes King of Spain as Leopoldo I. In the Treaty of San Stefano, Croatia annexes Bosnia and Herzegovina, Greece annexes Thessaly, Serbia gains independence and Niš, Romania takes Dobruja, and Bulgaria is elevated to the status of vassal state. In the Treaty of Riga, Poland annexes all lands it lost to Russia in the Third Partition. Germany puppets the Grand Duchy of Livonia under Frederick Franz of Mecklenburg, Kingdom of Belarus under George of Saxony, Hetmanate of Ukraine under Petro Skoropadsky. Sweden, Norway annexes Finland and becomes the Nordic Federation. Great Britain makes no territorial losses. In the following years, the Revolutionary Alliance would break down. Germany, Hungary, and Croatia form the Triple Alliance. Russia forms the Balkan League with Romania, Serbia, Greece, and Montenegro. France forms the Entente with Great Britain and Poland, and Italy, Iberia, and the Ottoman Empire form the Triumvirate. The Nordic Federation and Ireland, though neutral, have a defensive pact with Germany in case of Russian or British aggression. Following the war, Africa would still get part-owned. Iberia would control Morocco, and the Ottomans keep Libya, Egypt, and Sudan, and Germany controls a vast colonial empire in the center of Africa. In 1914, King of Croatia Franja II was assassinated in Sarajevo, and Croatia declared war on Serbia, starting the Second World War. The Entente joined the war against Germany and Russia, and Poland pushed Germany out of its Eastern European holdings. Being desperate, Germany asks the Triumvirate for help, who agree if Germany gives Italy Istria and Trentino. Because of the Alps and Pyrenees, they weren't that much effective against France, but managed to take down British East Africa and French Somaliland. Germany also managed to take Gambia, Sierra Leone and Ghana, and push the French to the Sahara. But after that, the war started to freeze into a costly stalemate. But then the Bolsheviks took over Russia and made peace. Germany regains its eastern holdings and establishes the Don Kingdom under Friedrich zu Waldeck in Piedmont and Kingdom of Georgia under George XIII. Azerbaijan becomes an Ottoman vassal state under Osman Fuad. Germany then crushed Poland and moved its forces to the west. They crushed France, and Great Britain was forced to make peace. In the Treaty of Belgrade, the Ottoman Empire reannexes Bulgaria, Thessaly, Dobruja, Niš, and Montenegro, and puppets Serbia, Romania, and Greece. In the Treaty of Versailles, Italy puppets the Kingdom of Occitania under Albert I of Monaco, and Germany the Kingdom of France under Philip VIII. Germany and the Triumvirate partition their colonies, with the Sahara being a no-man's land. In the Treaty of Warsaw, Poland loses Lithuania to Livonia, which becomes the Baltic Federation. They also make loses to Ukraine and Belarus based on ethnic lines. The rest becomes a German vassal state under Prince Leopold of Bavaria. Germany retakes Posen. Great Britain once again makes no loses. Germany would help the Whites to win the Russian Civil War, and Alexander Kolchak steps down and Alexander Kerensky becomes president. But in the Great Depression, Ivan Ilyin and his clerical fascist Russian Motherland Party would take over. In Great Britain, the 1926 riots are successful and Great Britain becomes communist as the Union of Britain, while the royal family flees to Canada. In this period, Germany took most of their colonies, with only South Africa remaining. In India, a revolution would see the collapse of British rule and the independence of the Hindu India under Jawaharlal Nehru, Muslim Pakistan under Muhammad Ali Jinnah, and Dravidian Kingdom of Dravidia under Mir Osman Ali Khan. Furthermore, Afghanistan took Pakistan and Burma became independent, only to be taken by German East Indies, followed by Thailand. Germany also takes British colonies in Malaysia, China, and New Guinea, leaving only Australasia and Canada to the Crown. The Triumvirate would be hostile to Germany again and cooperates both with Russia, Canada, Britain, and Japan despite of their ideological differences. Once again, a new world war is on the horizon as the enemies of the Kaiser begin to emerge. That war would break out in 1939 when the Ottoman Empire sent an ultimatum to Croatia to give them Bosnia. They refused, and the Ottomans invaded, bringing the Triumvirate at war with Germany. Russia also declared war on Germany and invades its holdings. They push to the Azovian Sea and the Don Kingdom collapses. They then push Germany to the Dnipro and Daugava River. In the meantime, the Canadian managed to land in Great Britain and depose the communist regime. They then declare war on Germany. Japan invades the German East Indies. After vicious fighting, the war would end after the Battle of Berlin. The Kingdom of France and United Kingdom of the Netherlands become an Italian vassal state. South Africa annexes Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, and most of Mozambique. The rest become pro-British African nations, while Italy establishes a puppet regime in the Sahel under Siddiq Abubakar III. Russia retakes its eastern holdings, and Germany is carved up between a pro-Italian regime in the south, a pro-British regime in the northwest, and a pro-Russian regime in the east. The Ottoman Empire annexes Bosnia. Italy takes Dalmatia and Hungary, which switched sides, got Croatia, Slavonia. After the war, a Cold War starts between Russia, Italy, and Great Britain, with the latter two eventually ending up working together. Ivan Ilyin dies in 1954, and this causes a warlord period in Russia, as no backup plan for his death was ever made. The entire Russian sphere was taken over by the West, and Russia becomes a stratocracy under Yegorov. In this timeline, the liberal ideals would reach Europe earlier, and for almost a century Germany would be the dominant force of Europe, only to lose that title to Italy of all places. The world is in this timeline more liberal and less radical than in our own. If you liked the episode, leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Goodbye.